After a campaign that promised so much, Nagoya Grampus' 2023 season slipped into anonymity late in the year as they fell to 6th in the standings and were knocked out of the League Cup at the semi-final stage. This year, rebooted, are they better equipped at a shot at silverware? Today, a big test for Kenta Hasegawa's team as they face reigning champions Vissel Kobe. We're south of the city centre at Toyota Stadium as Nagoya Grampus hosts Vissel Kobe. Just 1 point separates the two sides, who played 4 times last season, with the team that eventually won the title claiming 2 wins, 1 in the league and 1 in the League Cup, with 1 draw and 1 Nagoya success. Nagoya Grampus have overcome a poor start to their campaign in which they lost their first 3 games of the season to rise up the table. Can they go even further after this weekend's action? 300 J1 appearances for Sho Inagaki. As you can see, he is honoured ahead of kickoff here. A real achievement for the Nagoya player. Also, Kansuki Nagai, who will be making his 400th appearance in the top flight. As you can see, 74 goals incidentally, and once a Vissel Kobe player only made 3 appearances for the side that he faces today. Well, the Nagoya Grampus were defeated in their last game, but they have won 6 of their last 8 fixtures in all competitions and have battled through to the 3rd round of the League Cup, and they look set to compete on all domestic fronts this year. Vissel Kobe were brilliant in claiming the J1 League title for the first time in their history in 2023, coasting to success in the Japanese top division, winning the championship, of course, by some 7 points in the end. And while they're yet to show the same sort of form that saw them claim the domestic league crown last term, they look to be slowly moving into top gear. They too are through to the 3rd round of the League Cup and have won 3 of their previous 4 fixtures in all competitions. It is 8th versus 6th tonight. The rest of the Friday fixtures in the book. We're under the lights for Friday night J1 League action. Well, time to check on the teams. Winter signing from Pohang Steelers, Hachang Ray is recalled for Nagoya Grampus today and comes into a 3-man back line. Keishi Yeshashi returns in midfield in 2 changes to the side that lost 2-1 at Urawa Reds. Kansuki Nagai, as we've mentioned, makes his 400th J1 League appearance and starts as the central striker. Nagai can boast 3 goals so far this season, the last of which against Areso Osaka. 3-4-2-1 for the hosts. This evening's referee is Yudai Yamamoto. Nagoya unbeaten in 5, and the 41-year-old has been the man in the middle. Will it be a good omen for the hosts? On bar duty for us is Hiroki Kasahara. 3 alterations for Vissel Kobe, incidentally. Yuki Honda comes into defence with Haruya Ida playing just in front of him in midfield, and also on the left flank further forward, Nagoya Yoruki is recalled. 4-3-3 for the reigning champions, with Yuya Osako as the central striker. Takehiro Ogahara, who spent one season with Nagoya Grampus, plays against his former employers as a holding midfielder. Yoruki left. Muto on the right-hand side of Osako will be hoping to add to his 2 goals so far this season. Kenta Hasegawa in charge of Nagoya. Former player, of course, much decorated. This is his 3rd season in charge. Takayuki Yoshida, once again in charge of Vissel Kobe, and led them to the title last season. So here we go, Nagoya Grampus versus Vissel Kobe. Last season's early pace setters take on the side that eventually lifted the title. Both in the mix again for domestic league honours, but both coming into this fixture on the back of top-flight defeats, which, if any, will bounce back with a win. Constitution Memorial Day today, bank holiday in Japan. Friday night action coming your way to round out the day's fixtures. Yuda Yamamoto gets us underway. Nagoya Grampus against Vissel Kobe. Nagoya Grampus in their familiar reds with yellow detail and numbering, attacking the goal away to our right. Vissel Kobe, the champions, in a change strip, the white, and with an early opportunity maybe to press forward. Going to be fascinating to see which one of these two is going to be the more ambitious today. Vissel Kobe, who last campaign were a counter-attacking side to a certain extent. Their possession stats got ever greater as the season wore on, but they did finish the campaign just over 50%. Early part of the season, they were very much a side that allowed the opposition to come on to them, and they would counter at pace using the likes of Osako and, of course, Yoshinori Muto. But they did have more of the ball late on, as I think teams worked them out a little bit. It made no difference. They won the title by 7 points in the end from Yokohama F. Marinos, who were in second. But Nagoya Grampus last season with an average possession of 44%. You tend to think that their tactics have changed this season. They've upped it to 52.4. It's the 8th highest. So it'll be interesting to see which team tries to take the initiative here. You sense it should be Vissel Kobe. But Nagoya Grampus have been a little more ambitious and front-footed since the start of the season. They lost their first 3 games of the campaign, let's not forget. They went down to Kashima Antlers, to Machida and Albirex. They lost all those games without scoring, but they really have turned it around since then, and they were unbeaten in 7 since that defeat to Orawa Reds last time out. They won 6 of those 7 games as well, so they're on a really good run before that defeat. Has tended to be all or nothing with Nagoya Grampus so far this season. Played 10 in the league, 5 wins, 4 defeats, and just the 1 draw. Only draw against Avispa, a 0-0 home affair. Only 3 draws in their last 18, incidentally, in all competitions. So that just gives you an indication of potentially how they set up and how they like to play their football. Sakai is the right back for Vissel Kobe. Had a really good campaign last term, 5th season now at Vissel Kobe. Maikawa, who was sent off in the game against Yokohama F. Marinos in a 2-1 home defeat earlier on this season. 4 clean sheets in the 9 appearances that he has made. 14 last season, and a really good campaign, and of course made his Japanese national team debut back in November of last year. Space maybe to work with here for Yamaguchi through the centre, just unable to take it on. Back for Mikuni, and a touch for Nakayama. Just gone out. Only desperate to A, keep it in play, and then B, looking to shepherd the ball out. Well, in the end, he's just about done his job. Just 23, the defender, ever present so far this season. Scored against Cerezo Osaka in the 2-1 home success last month. Signed from Avispa, Japanese under-20 international of a few years ago, played in the World Cup at under-20 level back in May of 2019, got a horrible record against Vissel Kobe, played 3, lost 3, hoping to improve upon that, of course. Tonight, Morishima, flag is up. Correct call, half a yard off. Good games between the two last season in the top division. Here a 2-2 draw. Kobe a 2-1 home success. And in the League Cup, we saw Vissel Kobe win 1-0 there. Nagoya 1 at Vissel Kobe 2-0. Meetings last season. Vissel Kobe starting much the more positive of the two sides, you would suggest here. Have been brilliant away from home. They are unbeaten in 6 this season across all competitions, 5 wins and 1 draw. Their only draw against Sagan Tosu, although they did have to play an extra half an hour to get the better of FC Imabari in the League Cup, a 2-1 away success. The player that's gone down, 4 goals so far this season. Last was a crucial one, was a 93rd minute winner against Shonan Balmare last month. 10 last season. Did score in the 2-1 home success against Nagoya. He's got 3 goals against the side that he faces tonight. 8 appearances, only the 1 win though. And of course that was time in European football with Mainz, and then a couple of years at Newcastle, didn't really work out as he would have hoped. Had a spell on loan in Spanish football with Eibar. Early opportunity maybe here for Vissel Kobe to test that Nagoya Grampus back line. Curled in, but no one can get a touch in Vissel Kobe colours. It was Yuya Asako that jumped, but couldn't make contact. Just the 2 so far this season for last campaign's top goal scorer. Got 22 in the title-winning season. Really was a terrific campaign for him. 35 in 80 for Vissel Kobe after previously had 9 years in Germany, was at Werder Bremen and Cologne for quite some time. You have to put in the former Japanese international category now. His last appearance for the national side a couple of years ago. Good movement from Shihashi. Here he is again, recalled to the starting lineup. Just a 4th appearance since, or a 4th start since moving from Kashiwa Reysol. Regular last season and the previous campaign, former Japanese junior international. Here's a breakaway for Nagoya. Well, 1 or 2 of the home supporters were looking for a penalty. Tellingly, the Nagoya Grampus players were not. Ida will play it back. This is Honda. Freshened up the left flank for this fixture has Takayuki Yoshida. Mateus Tula. And again. Had a really good start to last season, Nagoya Grampus. They lost only 1 of their first 16. They were very much in the title mix. They were 2nd for much of the first half of the season. And they were 3rd as late as September, but they only won 1 of their last 11 J1 League fixtures. They were knocked out of the League Cup semi-finals by Avispa. They lost 1-0 away, then 1-0 at home knocked out the quarterfinals of the Emperor's Cup by Kashiwa Reysol, so the cup competition that looks set to be their salvation after a poor finish to the season didn't quite come off either for Nagoya Grampus. A little bit of a shame. Chang Rai, who was signed from Pohang Steelers, played in the Asian Champions League for his former club before moving to Japanese football. Korean who scored against Kashiwa Reysol in a 2-0 away success earlier this season. This is the incident that fans, if not players, thought might have been a penalty. Nothing doing as Nakayama went down. It's a free kick. Yoruki claiming that he got the ball and the player just fell over, but it's not how the referee saw it. And it'll feel differently for the Nagoya man. To win a penalty one end, and then Nakayama getting back to get the challenge in it the other. Not too much in that one. I tend to agree with the attacker. Goes Nagoya's way. To Hasegawa. Very experienced. 750 games coached in Japan. Striker in his day. Former Japanese international. Mateus Tuda. Maikawa. Yet to get going thus far. Here is Mateus Tula as well, former Flamengo player. Spent French football with Montpellier, former Brazilian under-20 international, 25. Very much in his prime and a composed player at the back for Vissel Kobe. 4 clean sheets so far this season. 3 of those 4 have come away from home. They've been better on their travels in terms of their defensive solidity. Yamaguchi. This is Honda. Yoruki to whip the ball in. That is good delivery. Well, 2 players looking to stretch, neither could get on the end of it. Both Osako and Muto evaded both the strikers as it was curled towards that back post. It was really good delivery. Yoshinori Muto closest to getting the studs to that. 10 last season, as we mentioned, 6 prior to that. Started out at FC Tokyo before going to Mainz, where he was a regular goal scorer. Played in the World Cup in 2018 for Japan, but hasn't played for the national side for 4 years or so. Mateus Tula to clear. Mikuni plays it back with a little bit of interest. Honda. Maikawa. Mateus Tula. The left was good and he was caught there, but play continues for now. Let's see what Vissel Kobe can do here with Haruya Ida. Yoruki. Time the left-footed cross spins towards the keeper, comfortable for Mitchell Landgraf. Yeah, the referee might just have a look at this because the advantage was played, but there's no doubt the challenge was late. And there it is, taking out Yuya Osako. just suggesting that maybe a yellow card should be given, even though play continued. Apologies offered from Keiya Shihashi. Yamamoto, I don't think he's going to take any further action. Well, 14 minutes in, and bar some good crosses from Vissel Kobe players, goal-mouth action is conspicuous by its absence. Kobe with unexpected goals total this season of 18.4. They've scored 14. So if there is to be some regression upwards, they might score a few today against a side that have conceded 10 but have an expected goals against figure of 14.4. So that balances itself out. The Vissel Kobe could be in line for a handsome win. Yuki Honda with a throw. Won their last home game against Osaka Nagoya Grampus by 2-1. Unbeaten in their last 3. Also a win over Yokohama F. Marinos as well. So some heavyweight opponents have been swatted aside. Lost the first 2 of the season. After scoring 3 of 5 this campaign, all of their goals are home. There's only been 4 have come after the 65th minute. So they're slow burners, Nagoya Grampus, in front of their own supporters. Last 8 goals have all come in the second half across all competitions, stretching back to last season, 10 games. Muto. Honda. Ario Ida. Not quite dealt with. It's a clever touch. So Kobe just beginning to play a bit further forwards here. Nagoya has been forced back. Oh, this is a clever run though. Honda coming forward and does get the cross in. Well, a player's gone down. Not once, but twice. The referee says play on for now, and Nagoya Grampus might be able to spring the counter. Still got a player down inside the Nagoya Grampus penalty area here. Referee is ignoring it for now. You can see there are appeals from the Vissel Kobe players. Nagoya Grampus personnel, every right to keep playing. Never understand why teams stop playing here. It's for the referee to decide. Players have got to kick it out, which they do eventually. Just the odds to get straight back up. Just a coming together by the looks of things, but we've not seen a replay. Let's have another look. It's Osaka that goes down. I don't think there's too much wrong with that one. And then the second, well, a bit more forceful potentially. As Izumi goes into Muto. But again, not necessarily say that's a penalty. Shima for Nakayama. Layup is good, and the space on the left-hand side, that's a shocking effort on goal from Masui. Should have done better. Only goal so far this season coming against Jubilo Iwata, a 1-0 away success. Had a better option than that to his left. Omane's debut last season, and he made his pro debut against Vissel Kobe in the League Cup fixture last season, a defeat back in May. 23, coming to the game late after university. Minuki. So need to come forward again. Let's just try and thread it through. Well, Nagoya Grampus just beginning to find their feet a little bit maybe here. Morishima. Mateus Tula. Sakai is the right back, 67% possession. They've dominated but not created that much. Clear-cut opportunities have been in short supply. So far, 0 shots on goal from either side. One that was blasted over, of course, from Matchweek for Nagoya. Managed some 27 attempts at goal against Kyoto Sanger in their last game, Vissel Kobe. They were beaten 1-0. Expected goals of 2.84. All the metrics suggested they should have won, but they didn't. They were beaten 1-0. Just didn't really have that ruthlessness in front of goal. The ball surely was gone. Sako. Yamaguchi. Take it down first time. Muto will do well to recover and recycle and play it forward. The 1-2 doesn't quite work out. Nagoya's opportunity to counter. And the ball over the top for Nagai to chase. Defensive work from Yamakawa. Chiashi. Well, that type of shot is not in any coaching manual, I will tell you that for nothing. And Kenta Hasegawa and co will not be happy with shots from 35 yards. Osako tries to thread it down the line and the ball kept in play. Muto does well. think they're unlucky there. Looked like it was good combination play. Last win for Vissel Kobe against Shonan Bamara, 1-0 away success after a 2-1 extra time win over Imabari. Followed success over Machida. Won their first game of the season away to Jubilee Owata, then lost to Kashiwara Seoul. And 4 losses in their last 24 in all competitions in 90 minutes and 5 in their last 32. Either battling away, but it's spun up and hit an arm or a hand. Back heel is clever and manages to find its intended recipient. Just a throw in though here for Nagoya. Nakayama. To take the throw. Shihashi, edge of the penalty area. Here is Shihashi. Now it's Nakayama. Nagai waits inside the penalty area. Fed back for Ha. Forward by Kawazura. Zumi over on that left-hand side, fed back by Yonemoto. Hachangre, well, from a promising position. They're just outside their own penalty area at the moment. Shihashi will play it back. And then Hachangre will give it away. So Kobe on the move, flighted to that right-hand side. This time the flag rightly stays down. Osaka waits inside the penalty area. Sakai cannot keep it in play. That enjoyed plenty of success and experience in Germany. What is it with the long shots today? There's another one from 35 yards that's only going to trouble the keeper if he makes a real howler. Langrak collects comfortably, and now Nakayama will come forward for Nagoya Grampus. Mikubi, Mikuni, Shihashi. Forward by Kawazura. Inside the penalty area, collected by Maikawa. Well, the radar's been off too often for both teams. In the opening 27 minutes here, neither side have been able to build real significant pressure, momentum. We talked about Nagoya Grampus being a slow starter. Vissel Kobe away from home. 9 goals this season on their travels, but only 1 prior to the 41st minute, so maybe we should have expected this sluggish start to the fixture, but it will get better if all the metrics are to be repeated. Sakai gets a foot to it. Shihashi lets it run through. This is Mikuni. Nakayama. Again, it's collected by Maikawa. Long for Sako, but easily dealt with. Taken on brilliantly. Now here's an opportunity. Yoruki. Ogihara. Yamaguchi. Yamakawa. Every single ball in pretty much has been collected by Mitchell Langerak at one end, and they are Maikawa at the other. Too easy, too flighted, too much air to them for the keepers to see a long way out. Langerak's an imposing figure. He's only got one clean sheet so far this season. Aside from Levante a few years ago now. Changre. Mikuni. Three tall centre-backs doing their job pretty well here for Nagoya Grampus so far. Haven't seen enough of the wing-backs really. Nakayama's got forward on the odd occasion. Really seen Ryuji Izumi on the left flank so far, and the pace has been too slow. Langerak. Mikuni controls well. Yonamoto. Sakai underneath it, gets there first, but can only nod it down here towards Shihashi. Touch from Matsui. Looking for the run of Shihashi again. Yamaguchi, though, will clear. Nagoya Grampus just being a little more ambitious here. Have they left gaps at the back, I wonder? Sakai to motor forward on the right-hand side. Muto is calling for it. Just has to hold up play here because there was no one really to hit centrally or wide left, and it's given an opportunity for Nagoya Grampus to get players back into position. Mateus Tula. Ida. Mateus. Back for Honda. Have a ball in field from Ida. Sako controls well, shows good determination here. That looked like a free kick. It's not been given. A bit unlucky, I suspect, but Nagoya Grampus with an opportunity to counter maybe. The ball wasn't forceful enough, didn't have enough juice on it to spin towards the teammate on the left-hand side as the counter was on. And it's Vissel Kobe that will build again. We've just seen a slight injection of pace in the tempo here, I wonder. Kobe looking to turn it up as we head past the first half an hour. Yamaguchi. We'll credit the running of Yoshinori Muto to make sure that the defending has to be good. He was always second best to get to that, was unable to do anything for his team. Akinada Kawazura, alive to the threat. Aside from Amiya Adija coming through the youth program there. Well, it's the home support making their voices heard here, trying to lift the players in red, but at the minute, this has been a game where defences have been very much on top, and the tactics employed by both teams and coaches have cancelled each other out. And the goals that we thought might come, given the chances that both of these two sides have created recently, well, we haven't seen the goal-mouth activity that certainly from a neutral standpoint we would have hoped for. And Hasagawa may be mindful of how his team threw away plenty of points late last season, but they've been efficient rather than spectacular when winning games this campaign. They've not scored more than 2 this season in all competitions. They've scored 2 some 5 times, but not more than 2. They've scored more than 2 the last 29 games since beating Arawa Reds in the Emperor's Cup back in August of last year. Here they come now, though. Morishima, Nakayama. A few more red shirts getting forward into advanced areas. Still should be cleared away. It's not the best of clearances. Mikuni. Snap back to Morishima, does get the cross in, punched away by Maikawa, taken down expertly, and then it spins away. Curious to know why the Nagoya players didn't keep that one in play unless he thought he was in an offside position. First sign that the keepers haven't come to claim, just punching that one. They are Maikawa. Saka inside the penalty area. Muto does get the cross in. Terrific stop. Langerak somehow keeps that one out. Yuya Osako thought that he scored. Best opportunity of the game so far. Muto made it. Osaka nearly finished it. Langerak made sure that it did not flash into the back of the net. Shihashi. As the stats predicted, Vissel Kobe beginning to liven up as the first half starts to come to its conclusion. 10 minutes of this opening period remaining. Break at the other end all of a sudden. Morishima to come forward. Nakayama to his right. Shihashi just in behind. Yonemoto joining in. Here is Yonemoto. Masui. Step over his goods. Cross is cleared behind by Yamakawa. The game is certainly livening up. Haven't had a chance to see that opportunity for Vissel Kobe, but this is an opportunity for Nagoya Grampus to deal with for the champions. In low, ricocheted around, corner. Well, Vissel Kobe players not happy with that. Hachang-Rei tried to turn, thought it ricocheted back off the Korean, but Nagoya with another go. Only movement inside the 6-yard box. Third corner in quick succession. Hachang-Rei remains inside the 6-yard box. That was all Mikuni providing a bit of height as well. Has to be a little bit deeper. It is. Punched away by Maikawa under real pressure from Mikuni, who was fouling him. Mikuni is suggesting me. This was the big opportunity. Great skill from Yuruki initially. Muto, and then Osaka's movement inside the area is brilliant, and the save is terrific. Osaka comes across two defenders, sharp shot. Mitchell Langerak makes the save. Former Australian international. Really good save. 6th season now with Nagoya Grampus. 10 clean sheets last term, 13 prior to that. Only the one this. Free kick. Saka has been in the wars. Perpetrator is Yonemoto. Kobe supporters expect at the other end of the pitch here. Their side can maybe nudge in front. They've had the big chance so far in this fixture. What can they conjure from this free kick over on the right-hand side? 3 headed goals so far this season. Managed 12 last term, which was the second most in the J1 League. In swing order of the day. 6 to aim at here. It's looking dangerous towards the far post. Langrak again with a save. And then the follow-up flies into the back of the net. Brilliant technique from Yamaguchi. Vissel Kobe lead. What a hit! Well, you can't blame the keeper. He made a terrific stop just seconds earlier. But when it popped up to the midfielder from just outside the area, that is brilliant technique. Wonderful ball into the back post here. Mitchell Langrak makes a really good save to keep out the first header. And then when it's cleared away, keep your eye on the ball, your knee over the ball, right into the corner. Brilliant. Stunning effort. And what is it about this Vissel Kobe side? Their play is fairly pedestrian for half hour, 35 minutes or so. But all the numbers tell you that just before half-time, they start to find a bit of rhythm, find a way through opposition. And they have nudged in front here. And given the fact that Mitchell Langrak has made some really good saves, I tend to think that the scoreline feels about right. Nagoya have come to the party as well after a sluggish opening quarter. But this game developing nicely. It's a shame we're only got 4 minutes left of this first half. Maybe more to come before the break. It's a free kick. First goal of the season for Wataru Yamaguchi. 4 last campaign, the last against FC Tokyo back in August. In a 2-2 away draw, that was a 90th minute equaliser. This has put his team a goal to the good, and Vissel Kobe are gunning for more. 8th different goal scorer for Vissel Kobe this season. On, but Vissel Kobe still with an opportunity maybe here to do something. Matthias Tula wanted it down the line, he was onside. Defensive work is good. Kobe don't get the throw. Taken quickly by Izumi. Changrei for Mikuni. Vissel Kobe certainly now you sense that they know they've got the upper hand. A bit more energy and effort and industry coming from the visitors. Mikuni again, that's a little sloppy though from the centre half. He's done well to recover and shrug off the challenge. Sui helps it on and looks to go again, but he's always going to be second favourite to get to that. Second goal he scored against Nagoya Grampus. We're going to see it again. He scored in a 2-1 away defeat back in September 20. Oh, what a hit. Left-footed, brilliant. 21st goal, 176th appearance, 6th season at the club. Another player that had time in Germany with Hanover. Empress Cup winner with Cerezo Osaka. Japanese international, played at a couple of World Cup finals in 2014, 2018, but he's 33 now, not part of the national side set up at the minute. Really enjoyed that one, as his teammates did. Saikawa. On by Osako. One back. Pushed down the line by Ida. Got to the byline as well. Cutback was a little awkward, it was a little too high. Oh, Muto looked like he was being pulled back there. The referee says get up. Masui has it for Nagoya. Not for long. Well, the first 20 minutes, half an hour, wasn't the best spectacle, but it's livened up nicely. I think we can predict a pretty lively second half as well. The 45 is just about up. We might get a minute or two of added on time. We've had one restart, 2 is the answer. Kawatsura, Shihashi and Yonemoto. Nakayama. Not seen enough of Kensuke Nagai really in this half. You can see he's out on the right-hand side at the moment. This is Mikuni. Masui started to go and then stopped his run. Approaching the final 60 seconds to see if Nagoya Grampus can maybe get back on terms before the break to make the half-time team talk a little easier for Kenta Hasegawa. Yes, it is. He's going to be happy with what he's seen so far. His side really haven't created that much. One opportunity that was blasted over. Nakayama goes down. Opportunity right at the end of this first half then here for Nagoya Grampus. Doesn't get the ball, certainly gets the man. Only managed one headed goal so far this season, Nagoya Grampus, and only 3 last season. Both numbers joint fused in the top division. It's not how they score goals last term from situations like this. Well, so far this, for that matter. But Chiang Rai provides something different. Obviously a signing ahead of this campaign. Outswinger. Dealt with comfortably. And it allows the referee to blow for the half. So a screamer of a strike from Hotaru Yamaguchi from outside the box. His first of the season. The difference between the two teams. Vissel Kobe, after starting fairly slowly, have been the better side. Mitchell Langerak has made 2 stunning saves. Vissel Kobe could have had another. And Chiang Rai has tried his luck from distance and has been a nuisance in the opposition box from set pieces, but he hasn't affected the way that Nagoya Grampus have played positively as he would have liked. We've seen flashes of skill from Yoshinori Muto. You would have to suggest that the half-time scoreline feels about right. At the break, Nagoya Grampus 0, Vissel Kobe 1. Welcome back to Toyota Stadium. Vissel Kobe second to return to the pitch. Nagoya Grampus already in position and with a change, incidentally. Anderson, the veteran Brazilian striker who scored some 10 goals against Vissel Kobe in his career, is coming on, and Ken Matsui is the player to be replaced. So this is a little bit of a change around. Anderson, a central striker, Matsui is playing midfield. So a tweak of tactics and personnel for the hosts as they aim to get back into this fixture. They trail by 1-0, Vissel Kobe. The only goal of the game so far, Hotaru Yamaguchi. Brilliant strike from that man. His first of the season from outside the box. A stunning volley. Yoshinori Muto has been busy, as he always is. He's got plenty of quality. Yuya Osako has gone close as well. Vissel Kobe, the champions, finding a little bit of rhythm against Nagoya Grampus here. They lead by 1-0. Second half, just seconds away. Underway then for the second half here at Toyota Stadium. Nagoya Grampus 0, Vissel Kobe 1. After a first 45 that was something of a slow burner. Opening half an hour, 35 minutes, not too much to report. Then the game burst into life. Mitchell Lagrant making some really good saves before Hotaru Yamaguchi let fly with an absolute cracker to make it 1-0 for Vissel Kobe. Let's see how Nagoya Grampus try and come back in this second half. An early corner inside the opening 30 seconds will give them a little bit of hope. And they've got a target man now here. Anderson Patrick playing alongside Kensuke Nagai. May well be a forward two for this second half. We didn't really see anything of Nagai in the first period, but Anderson potentially the perfect foil. He's got so much experience. Yet to score in the league this season, scored in the League Cup against Omiya. In comes the delivery. It's towards Anderson. He's cleared away. Maikau was on the deck, forced back inside the box, flicked towards the 6-yard area. And the Nagoya Grampus players wanting a corner. They're not going to get it. Meanwhile, Daiya Maikawa may well have been whacked in the face as he attempted to clear that one. Referee makes sure that the Vissel Kobe stopper is okay. But he managed one clean sheet in 8 previous appearances against Nagoya Grampus. Quite sure if he's caught by his own player there. A bit more pressure though. Must have taken a second deflection out for a corner. Nagoya Grampus fans behind the goal to our left here. Willing Anderson to get on the score sheet, and maybe Kensuke Nagai even more, given it's his 400th J-League appearance. And it comes towards Anderson, cleared away. Once again, Izumi to recycle. Shihashi. So a positive start from Nagoya Grampus. Their last come from behind success just last month against Consadole Sapporo, a 2-1 away win. They were a goal down on that occasion. And it comes again, big chance here. Anderson with a second attempt. Well, first it was Nagai, then it was Anderson. The first was blocked, the second was saved, but that should have been an equaliser. Suspicion of offside here. Difficult to see from that angle. Yamaguchi may well have been playing them on. Play continued. It would have been checked if the ball had ended up in the back of the net. There's the first block from Nagai's effort, but straight away you can see that the presence of Anderson really puts a different dynamic into the Nagoya Grampus attack, and an awful lot more for Vissel Kobe to think about here. He's 36 now. He's been around a long time, played in the lower reaches of Brazilian football for 10 different clubs. But has been a real star of the J-League over the last few years. Nagai shows strength, but Mateus Tula does better. Much more snapping tackles since the restart, certainly. Now Anderson looking to run the channel, but even 10 years ago he might not have got to that free kick. Time striker for Gamba Osaka, 52 and 178 for his former club, also 27 in 61 for Sanfrecce Hiroshima. Played at Kyoto Sanga last season. In and out the side, still scored 10 goals. So lively start to the second half, but still Vissel Kobe lead. They will have known that this is coming when they have taken the lead this season. They have won every single time. 4 from 4. Last time that they lost when taking the lead was against Yokohama FC back in June in the League Cup fixture, a 3-1 home reverse. Last in J1 against Yokohama FC city rivals, Yokohama F. Marinos, who were beaten 3-2 last April, and they were 2 up in that game. Osaka, Yamaguchi. Nagoya on the move again. Izumi. And once more, space for Nagai. Anderson inside the penalty area, curled in towards the Brazilian. Comfortably taken by Mike Albert. Suddenly, there's more crosses coming in. Players are getting into the wide areas a little more regularly. And the likes of Tula and Yamakawa and Co have got a little bit more to deal with. Awkward clearance, ×2. Yamaguchi does better. Osaka on the move. Kuni will play it back. This is Langerak, gets underneath it well. Awkward bouncing ball for him to deal with. Anderson looks to flick it on. Vissel Kobe have it once more. Flicked infield by Yuki Honda. Back by Yamakawa. The danger is when Nagoya Grampus push up, does leave gaps at the back, and that is how Vissel Kobe like to play on the break. And the swift counters using Muto on the right-hand side, Osako through the centre. The assistants ended up on the deck. Play continues here as Morishima takes the throw. Shihashi. Mikuni. Clip towards Anderson, looks to use his strength here. Taken down cleverly. Nakayama did well. Spun to this near side. Nakai will take it down. Oh, Nagoya Grampus are a different side in this second half, that is for sure. Mikuni. Nakayama, Shihashi, Yonemoto, cleverly turned on by Nagai, doesn't quite find the target. Nakayama shows persistence. I think that's going to be a throw-in too, Nagoya. Morishima, filled in towards Anderson. Nagai with a shot! Maikawa makes the save. Nagai thought that he'd scored. No free kick there. Nagai suggesting that it should have been, but should he have done better with the opportunity that he had? Cleverly left. Kawa watched it all the way. Nagai struck it well enough. Five goals against Vissel Kobe previously. The last in a 3-2 home defeat back in March 21. Well, they're a side transformed, and they will be disappointed not to be at least on terms here since the restart. Mikuni, Shihashi, Nagai again, forcefully away, but it takes the deflection. Izumi with the chance to get forward. Here is Nagai again. Shihashi to curl in, far post, queuing up here, another corner. Oh, you sense it's coming, that's for sure. just wonder what Takayuki Yoshida's going to do about this, because maybe he needs to make a little bit of a change. Sasaki on, Yoruki is the player that's gone off. Never make a change at the corner, they say. They have done. Needs must, it would appear. Mikuni, the tall figure, into the penalty area. Anderson just getting some instructions, some advice to the young defender. Hachangre has been spoken with. Outswinger, 7 in red, waiting for the delivery. A little positive start to this second half by Nagoya Grampus. Vissel Kobe win the throw. Well, they haven't managed to get back on terms there. Really good play. Hasn't been rewarded just yet. Have Vissel Kobe just ridden the storm a little bit? Izumi. Mikuni. Izumi again. Nagai is dropping deeper and getting involved in play much more. Here they come again, Morishima, back towards Morishima. Well, there was 3 players to his left. He's taken the header on from just inside the box. And that one was always going to go wide, I reckon. Never really felt that that was going to fly into the back of the net. But the best football, all the pressure is coming from Nagoya Grampus. Mateus Tula with a clearance. Ucho underneath it. Keeps it in play. Looks for Osako. Cleared away towards Anderson. Mateus Tula with the heavy clearance and was caught by his compatriot. Bit of an elbow in the stomach there, wasn't there? Didn't really have to deal with that type of challenge in the first half. It's a very different second period for him. The fact that Sasaki's come on here just to liven things up at the other end. Good running from the substitute. What is he claiming here? He's got a corner. Well, in front of the travelling supporters, Vissel Kobe with a rare second half attack look to get their second goal of the game. Inside the 6-yard box, runners from inside the penalty area towards Mateus Tula, cleared to the edge of the area. Shot that was charged down. Sakai took it on. What's the next move for Kenta Hasegawa? Those half-time changes, or certainly with Anderson coming on, has made a huge difference offensively. We'll still be mindful of Vissel Kobe's really good attack. Ogihara will nod it back. He's again battling in midfield and giving away a free kick, which Anderson wanted to take quickly, was unable to do so. Now it has been taken. This is Mikuni. More stop than start at the moment. That will suit Vissel Kobe, who's been on the back foot since the restart. Deju Sasaki, the substitute who's gone down, scored in the 2-2 away draw between the two back in May of last year. Scored the second goal for Vissel Kobe here. They were 2-0 up at that stage with just half an hour remaining, and with just over 15 minutes remaining, there were still 2 to the good. Late goals from Yuka and Fuji giving Nagoya Grampus a share of the spoils then. So Kobe will be hoping, and their supporters, that their team can hang on to this lead at the moment, but it's not been easy for them since the restart. Anderson wins the aerial duel. Vissel Kobe come forward again. Nagai will nod it down. This is Yamamoto. Really clever touch to keep it in play in the back heel as well. This is Morishima. Wins a throw and no more. You just sense there Izumi wasn't alive to the quick throw in there. He was in a bit of space. Here he is. Away from Sakai. Hachangre. Kawazura forward. Shashi will curl in towards Anderson and punched away by Maekawa. Injured in the process. Another player that's gone down. We've seen Vissel Kobe players need treatment, well, not need treatment, but go down on a number of occasions. I thought this one, I mean, he just about gets the ball, as that could have been a penalty. He flies into Anderson. Second half test has been severe. Won back by Honda. The ball spins out. They're keen to get on with things and re-engage here. They've lost just that little bit of momentum that they managed to build from the restart. Hachangre. Kawazura. Hachangre again under no real pressure. Possession stats very different, with Nagoya Grampus in the second half having much more of the ball. Anderson to lay it off, does well. Morishima likewise. And Nagoya Grampus coming forwards. Tap towards Shihashi. Well, they've worked it for Nagai here. And still Nagai does pull the trigger, but Yamaguchi was standing in his way. Clear for Asako. He's not really had that much service at all since the restart, but Nagoya Grampus still trail. Maikawa. On bounce into the arms of Mitchell Langerak, who, having produced some stunning saves in the first half, has been a spectator for the second, pretty much. Achangre, just about to nudge into the final quarter of this fixture. Nagoya Grampus 1, Vissel Kobe 1. Nagoya Grampus scored more than one, only twice the last 13 at home. The last time they scored 3 at home was back in August against Urawa Reds in an Emperor's Cup game. That's a good-looking ball over the top, though, here. Nagai calling for it inside the penalty area. And it's Mateus Tula with the defensive work. Still would suggest that Nagoya Grampus here might be able to nick a goal. Very much a second-half team, as we've mentioned. Here is Miyashiro. He's got 4 this season, joint top goal scorer. With either the player that's gone off. So Miyashiro is on. Sasaki is on. Either the players that came into this starting lineup have gone off. Previous 2 did start the last game. Defeat to Kyoto Sanga, even though they created all those chances we outlined earlier. Eventually the corner can be taken. Clear to the edge of the area. Kiyohashi with a shot. And we've seen Yamaguchi with a worldie from outside the area. I think we're done with those for the game. Only managed 2 from outside of the penalty area. 1 was a free kick. 7 last season. Kawazoda with a header. Intercepted by Yamakawa. Just a little bit of hesitancy from Honda. This is Sasaki. Miyahashi. This looks promising, though. He goes again on the left-hand side. Needs a bit of help. They're arriving now. That's really clever play, but Miyahashi, having beat the first man, doesn't beat the second, and suddenly the counter is on. They can't move it quickly enough. This is an opportunity that's gone. Morishima just a little too slow, and now Kobe's turn to come forward. Well, the game is opening up. It'd be a surprise if it finished 0-1. That's the score at the moment. Kuto wanted to take it on and did. This is Azumi as Nagoya now come back. Has to go forward. No one over on that right-hand side. Morishima was on the left. It could still make it work. This is Anderson to use his strength shoulder to shoulder. Oh, that's clever skill from the veteran who eventually goes down. Surely he's got to go forward there. I mean, it's a yellow card, but there's the grab. I thought he could have stayed on his feet, maybe not. Mateus goes into the book. For the Portuguese between the pair. And the caution means he misses the next game. It's just getting a little bit heated out there. Going to see another change here. This game for Vissel against Albirex Niigata, incidentally. Yamamoto coming off. And a striker coming on, Kyota Sakibara. 20 minutes remaining. Nagoya Grampus still gunning for a leveller. But he's not coming at the moment. Kenta Hasagawa side, much the better team since the restart. Change is taking an age. for a side that trail, you would have thought they just want to get on with it. Sakibara is on, Yamamoto eventually comes off, so a striker on for a midfielder. Hasn't got too much experience. Did make his debut against Vissel in a League Cup defeat last season. What can he do against Vissel Kobe in a league fixture when it really matters? His side trailed by a goal. And striker is on. Free kick here for Nagoya Grampus. Towards the far post here. Mikuni will send it back. He looks to win it back, but the breakaway could be on here, should be on here, and it still might be. Yamaguchi chases this one down. Nakayama doesn't get to the ball. It's another missed opportunity. Izumi. Sakakibara. Nachangre. Sakakibara again. Mikuni. Taylor is across, that's a free kick. Pace of play is just slowed a little bit here, and that's going to help Vissel Kobe. Half with the header. Anderson to flick it on. Taken down by Nagai, brilliantly done. Nagai still has it. Izumi. This side can really keep hold of possession at the moment. Mikuni. Nashima brought down, free kick. Comes the free kick, it's towards Anderson's head. Mateus Tula got there first. Chiishashi will play it back in. Nakakibara towards Anderson with a header. Now, comfortable for Maikawa, really. Of the 10 goals this season for Nagoya Grampus have come in the second half, including 3 in the 90th minute or later. 2 of those 3 to win games. They need one here to pick up a precious point. But at the minute, Vissel Kobe are keeping them out. Sakikibara. Nakayama. Right in front of the coach. It's not going to earn you any plaudits. Here's the stats. 5 scored, 3 scored for Nagoya Grampus and Vissel Kobe, respectively. So 8 in total. We're going to see more of that in the final 15 here. It has become very, very stop-start, hasn't it? There's a yellow card come out here. Has gone into the book. Anderson will flick on. Saki Kabata tries to win it back for Nagoya. It's a lazy ball in field, but Muto Seda might be cleared. It's not going to be though. Chihashi. Nagai shows a little bit too much here to Muto. That's going to be a free kick. Miyashiro goes into book for something, not quite sure what. He has never been on the winning side against Nagoya Grampus. 6 previous appearances against him. He might get his first win here. 13 minutes to get over the line for Vissel Kobe. It's been a little easier the last 10 after a fraught first 15-20 of this second half. And a game that promised plenty of goals has conjured up just the one at the moment. And it's been a game that's not really had the flow. So many free kicks and stoppages, delays. Be interesting to see how many added on minutes we're going to get here, because we haven't got that many. It's as if the trainer's been on and we've had VAR calls or restarts. Izumi. Clever. Oh, the foot doesn't work out for Morishima. It was a nice idea, maybe just guilty of over-elaboration there, and it's Vissel Kobe that will come forward on the counter. It'll spin through by Langarak. Mikuni. 12 minutes remaining. Nagoya Grampus 0, Vissel Kobe 1. Saki Kabata, who's linked up play well since coming on. Vissel Kobe defending in numbers and from the top. Mikuni threw a ball over the top to Anderson, and a little bit better organised since they made the changes, Vissel Kobe and Takayuki Yoshida. Miyashiro. Yamaguchi's touch. Down the line by Okihara. Osaka is going for this one, punched away by Langaraki. Was caught by his own man, I think. Intercepted, but nowhere to go here for Morishima or Izumi. And now Langara. Achangre. Nagoya Grampus build from the back once again. Saki Kabata stretches, can't get to that. One back by Okihara. Saki Kabata chasing everything down, trying to atone for his error, and that's going to be a free kick. He Honda down. Saki Kabata offers apologies. Been impressed with him though, the substitute since coming on, been flying around, plenty of energy and effort into his cameo so far, but it's not affected the scoreline. Vissel Kobe with Alberix Niigata next, and then a trip to high flying, so that's Osaka. Home game against the Avispa Fukuoka before he travelled to face Kashima Antlers. They've got a League Cup fixture against Katara Toyama coming up. Here's a breakaway. Osaka! Wonderful hit! Stunning effort! Vissel Kobe have a second. It's come from absolutely nothing, but it's struck with real skill and power, and Langarak is beaten And Vissel Kobe, with 10 minutes to go, surely will get over the line from here. He's been shown a service, really, over the course of this second half. He's not been involved at all, but a spot ahead tennis before it spun back towards him, and a right-footed effort from just outside the box that flew beyond Mitchell Langerak, high into the roof of the Nagoya Grampus net, and Vissel Kobe double their lead. Nagoya Grampus 0, Vissel Kobe 2. Stunning hit, this. It was not on the cards. But the visiting supporters will not care that their side have been under pressure for much of this second half. Nagoya Grampus will be looking back at the chances that they did not put away, and there could be more pain for them here. Not quite. Sasaki couldn't stretch to keep that one in play, but they lost possession again. Osaka's effort, corner. Nagoya Grampus' challenge is disintegrating here. Kobe have got a second and suddenly look up for a third. Away end is wild at the moment. Just look at the supporters. Absolutely loving this. Fans of the champions. 2 to the goods. And an opportunity maybe to get a third here from the corner. 2 inside the 6-yard box, 4 runners from outside inside the area. And it comes, Mateusz Tula doesn't get there. Still the pressure is on. Well, what have Nagoya Grampus got left here? There's going to be another change. Jojiro Kubo is coming on. They've got to go for broke, really. Nakayama is coming off. Seven minutes plus added on time, and can't imagine we're going to get more than 4 or 5, but we shall see. They need a goal back desperately. Changre for Morishima to help it on for Mikuni. First time for Sakikabara. And so Kobe win it back. Miyashiro rides one challenge, wins a throw. Free kick, in fact, I think here the challenge was a little late. Mateusz Tula up from the back. Osako waits as well. Flicked on Mateusz Tula towards Osaka, who controls. Corner. Good defensive work from Mikuni. Difficult one to hit first time, but he controls well before the block challenge comes in. Swinger. Langerak will punch away. Sasaki lets it run out. Throw in here for Vissel Kobe. Found a bit of energy, really, haven't they? Last 10 minutes here. Seen off the challenge of Nagoya Grampus, it would appear. A third would surely kill the game for sure. 2 may well be enough. Nakagabara will take the throw. No one really in a forward area. It's going to come back towards Morishima. Nakayama. And Vissel Kobe will take the free kick rather than the advantage. Not been his day on his 400th J1 League appearance. Sako. Yesha. Sako again. Nagai. Anderson is a willing runner, but he's not going to get to that. Tula takes no chances. You can see Maikawa came out. Just a bit of confusion there. Anderson still believes there might be something on for Nagoya Grampus. Zumio has to play back though. Nakayama. Nagai is off in pursuit, but Maikawa will come and collect. Further late change here. Looks like we're going to see John Patrick Lima, the Brazilian. Nakayama plays it back. This is Langerak. Kikana's had a very steady game. That surely has gone out of play. Here's the switch. Shinori Muto. Player to come off. John Patrick coming on. Used exclusively as a substitute in the league this season, the Brazilian. As he was almost last campaign. 4 goals, just 5 starts, 22 sub-appearances. John Patrick on. 2 minutes remaining. Got to manage this game from here on in. We'll see what number comes on the board, but I don't think it's going to be a huge one, even though it's been very bitty last half an hour of this fixture. Morishima with a layoff. Vissel Kobe have done well really defending in the Nagoya Grampus half. They've not allowed Nagoya Grampus to really settle and build from the back. And that pressure from the first 20 minutes of this second half has disappeared. John Patrick flicks it forward, but Osako not quite on the same wavelength. Izumi. Morishima. Shihashi. Is there a bit of hope here, maybe, for Nagoya Grampus? Morishima again. There is space on the right-hand side. There's plenty of red shirts in good positions here. Anderson waits inside the penalty area. Saki Kabara with a shimmy and a shuffle. Can he get the cross in? Should be cleared. John Patrick is on the move if Osako can find him. Wins a free kick. Yuya Osako. Whose goal, I think, has done for Nagoya Grampus. How many minutes of added on time are we going to get? We're about to find out. 30 seconds. It's a one-man press. Anderson's not really the player to do it. Flicked on. Miyahashi takes it down. The penalty area, can he get the cross in here? Corner, 3 waiting for the delivery. Miyahashi was absolutely furious, Miyashiro. Needed to play it in quicker. 4 minutes feels about right, doesn't it? We're not going to get a big number here. Vissel Kobe supporters know that their side are very much in the title mix once again. They have a corner here. Looks good delivery, nodded away back towards the corner taker. It's going to be a throw. So as it stands, it will be Vissel Kobe jump on to 20 points. And just 2 points behind MEIJI YASUDA. 6th win of the season incoming here. 2.5 minutes, a little bit more remaining. Mitchell Langerak will punt it long. And Nagoya Grampus will stay in 8th. Started 6th heading into match day 11. Mikuni. Changre. Izumi. First time he's got away from Sakai here, and suddenly Nagoya coming forward looking for a consolation potentially. It's a good looking ball over. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, he had time really, Saki Kabata, to take it down. Lovely touch through the legs of the fullback. 3 to aim at. Saki Kabata was free. Got the volley all wrong. Well picked out. Would have been a good assist. Swipes across the ball. Sako. Like a free kick off the ball there, it will be. So it might be one last chance here for Vissel Kobe to grab a third. Into the final minutes of the added on 4. We're about to go. Sasaki just about up on his feet. Game is won, I think. Even this lot know that. Nagoya Grampus fans have come in their numbers. Just under 39,000 here for this Holiday Day game. Their average this season is just under 30, so significantly up on what they've been drawing so far in 2024, and obviously the vast majority were hoping for a home win, but it's not worked out for them, and it could get even worse. Last attack maybe of the game, curled in by Ogihara towards the back post, and Chula! Izumi. Mitchell Langerak. Ogihara sensibly plays it back. And now Mateus Tula to find they can make out. Had to be alert in the first 15 minutes of this second half. He earned his appearance fee, that's for sure then. But Nagoya Grampus did not take their chances. And Vissel Kobe have been ruthless at the other end, and that really is the story of a fixture that Nagoya Grampus will look back on and think that maybe they should have got something from. But in the end, it's the champions, as so often they did last season, that have come good. A professional 2-0 display. Otaro Yamaguchi with the first, and the second from Yuya Osako. 2 well-struck efforts have given Vissel Kobe a 2-0 win. Nagoya Grampus had chances, and they will look back at that period after the restart in which they really dominated after the tactical switch of getting Anderson on. They should have done better, but they didn't score when they were on top. Dayamai Kao was strong at the back, and it's another clean sheet away from home for Vissel Kobe. On his 400th J1 League appearance, Kensuke Nagai unable to score or finish on the winning team. And in the end, it is Vissel Kobe that come good. Full time here, Nagoya Grampus 0, Vissel Kobe 2. So a game that might have gone to the hosts has gone to the champions. A mark of title winners and holders potentially. Takayuki Yoshida has got Vissel Kobe moving in the right direction once again. Not been easy today, but it was always going to be a difficult game against the Nagoya Grampus side, who They've been in really good form with 6 wins in their last 8 games. Yes, they were beaten last time out. This was an opportunity for both to look to bounce back after losses. Vissel Kobe were unlucky in their game against Kyoto Saga, and they might have ridden their luck to a certain extent here, but I think when the dust settles and all the metrics come out, they are probably deserved winners. And they take the 3 points that takes them into 2nd place in the standings. And the rookies, MEIJI YASUDA, the promoted side, lead by 2. They've had a stellar start to the season, but Vissel Kobe will know that they have got the experience from last season, the talent and the know-how, and the coach and many of the players, of course, from that title-winning squad. For Nagoya Grampus, well, not quite back to the drawing board, but they will be a little concerned. They started last season so well before dropping away. They haven't started this season as well, and they will be mindful that they need to pick it up from here on in to maintain a push towards Champions League qualification potentially, and of course in the cup competitions as well, through to the 3rd round of the League Cup. Emperor's Cup for the big sides hasn't started just yet, of course, but it's the Vissel Kobe squad who will celebrate with the away fans at the moment. Many have come from Kobe to Nagoya to enjoy this one. It's been a really good away following, as it usually is. Let's get some post-match reaction.
今の気持ちを教えてください。
そうですね、前節ホームで負けてしまって、連敗しないことだけを考えてたんで、今日こういった形で勝ててよかったと思います。
見事な左足一閃のゴールでしたね。